June 27th, 2017, 9:47 a.m., Kiev, Ukraine. A Ukrainian accountant opens an email. A software update. Routine. Normal. She clicks Install. At 9:53 a.m., her computer goes dark. Then the computer next to her. Dark. Then the entire floor. Dark. Then the entire building. By 10 a.m., every computer in the company is dead. By 10:30 a.m., every bank in Ukraine is offline. By 11 a.m., the government can't access its own systems. By noon, Chernobyl's radiation monitoring system goes offline. And then it jumps. To Russia, to Poland, to Germany, to France, to the United Kingdom, to the United States. Maersk, the world's largest shipping company, paralyzed. 300 ports, frozen. FedEx, global shipping giant, crippled. Packages lost, vanished. Merck, pharmaceutical giant, destroyed. Vaccine production stopped. Hospitals, factories, banks, governments, all over the world. Within 4 hours, a single piece of malware will cause $10 billion in damage. This wasn't supposed to happen. Russia built a weapon, a cyber weapon, to attack Ukraine. But they made one mistake. They made it too good. And it escaped, like a virus, like a plague. It didn't just attack Ukraine. It attacked everyone, even Russia itself. This is the story of notpetya, the most destructive cyber attack in human history, the malware that accidentally destroyed the world. This is Unpatched. To understand what happened on June 27th, 2017, you need to go back to 2014. Ukraine. Revolution. The people overthrow their pro-Russian president. Russia is furious. They annex Crimea, send troops to eastern Ukraine. A war begins. But not just a physical war, a cyber war. Russian military intelligence, the GRU, starts targeting Ukraine's digital infrastructure. December 2015, they shut down Ukraine's power grid. 200,000 people lose electricity in winter. December 2016, they do it again. A message: we can turn off your lights whenever we want. But Ukraine doesn't surrender. They rebuild. They defend. They resist. So Russia decides to escalate. They need something bigger. Something that doesn't just turn off lights. Something that destroys. They call it notpetya, named after an existing ransomware called Petya. But this is different. Ransomware encrypts your files, then demands payment to decrypt them. But notpetya? Notpetya pretends to be ransomware. It shows a ransom screen, demands payment, but even if you pay, it doesn't decrypt your files. Because notpetya doesn't want your money. Notpetya wants to destroy everything. It wipes your data, overwrites your master boot record, makes your computer unusable, permanently. This isn't a robbery. This is a massacre, disguised as a ransom. But Russia has a problem. How do you infect every computer in Ukraine? You need access, trusted access. They find it. MEDOC, Ukrainian accounting software used by every business in Ukraine, government mandated for tax filing. Everyone in Ukraine trusts MEDOC, which makes it the perfect weapon. The GRU hacks MEDOC's servers, plants notpetya inside their software update system, and waits for the perfect moment. June 27, 2017, one day before Ukraine's Constitution Day, a national holiday. Maximum impact, maximum humiliation. At 9:47 a.m., they press the button and release hell. 9:47 a.m., Kiev, Ukraine. Across the country, computers receive a notification. MEDOC software update available. Thousands of employees click install. Why wouldn't they? It's their required software. The update installs, and then everything dies. 9:53 a.m., first infections. Computers go dark. Reboot. Show a fake ransom screen. Your files are encrypted. Send $300 in Bitcoin to decrypt. But behind that screen, total destruction. 10 a.m. Banking sector collapses. Privatbank, Oshad Bank, every major bank in Ukraine. Offline. ATMs stop working. Transactions freeze. 10:15 a.m. Government systems fail. Parliament can't access files. Ministries are blind. The government of Ukraine is paralyzed. 10:30 a.m. Transportation shuts down. Kiev Metro stops selling tickets. Borispil Airport goes manual. 11 a.m. Chernobyl goes dark. The Chernobyl nuclear facility's radiation monitoring system? Offline. They have to switch to manual monitoring of a nuclear disaster site. And then, NotPetya does something Russia didn't plan for. It spreads. NotPetya uses a stolen NSA exploit called Eternal Blue. It spreads through networks, automatically, aggressively, company to company, network to network, country to country. Russia built it to attack Ukraine, but they made it too powerful, and it escapes. 11:30 a.m. Poland infected. 11:45 a.m. Germany infected. 12 p.m. France, UK, Spain infected. 12:30 p.m. United States infected. Maersk, the world's largest shipping company, operating in 130 countries, 300 ports, paralyzed. 49,000 employees stare at dead screens. 76 port terminals frozen. 10% of the world's shipping capacity stops. FedEx, their TNT Express division, completely destroyed. Tracking systems gone. Package information erased. Thousands of packages lost. Forever. Merck, pharmaceutical giant. Vaccine production halted, including Gardasil HPV vaccine. Critical medicine. Production stopped for months. Mondelez, Cadbury, Oreo, Ritz crackers. Production stopped. Reckitt Benckiser, Lysol, Dettol, household products, crippled. Rosneft, wait, Russia's state oil company? Infected. Russia built this weapon to attack Ukraine, and it infected Russia itself. Hospitals, law firms, advertising agencies, manufacturers, universities, government agencies, energy companies, across 64 countries, in 4 hours. The most destructive cyber attack in human history. And it all started with one accountant in Kiev clicking a software update. Maersk is dying. The world's largest shipping company, 300 ports, 600 ships, millions of containers, and every single computer is dead. In Los Angeles, 17 ships wait at port, can't unload. In Rotterdam, containers pile up, no way to track them. In Mumbai, cargo sits, rotting. Fresh food, medicine, time-sensitive cargo, spoiling. Because Maersk can't tell anyone where anything is. The IT team has a problem. NotPetya didn't just encrypt their files, it destroyed the master boot records. Every computer, every server, permanently damaged. You can't restore from backups when your entire infrastructure is dead. They need to rebuild from nothing. 4,000 IT staff working around the clock. No sleep, no breaks, no time. But there's one hope, one office in Ghana. A power outage hit their office the night before NotPetya. Their server was offline when the malware spread. It's the only surviving domain controller in the entire company. One server in Ghana because of a power outage. That's all that stands between Maersk and total collapse. They charter a plane immediately, fly technicians to Ghana, extract the server, fly it to London. Because if anything happens to that server, Maersk dies forever. They get it. They rebuild, server by server, computer by computer. 10 days, non-stop. 4,000 people working without sleep. And slowly, Maersk comes back. But the damage? $300 million. One company, one attack. $300 million. FedEx isn't so lucky. Their TNT Express division? Destroyed beyond repair. They don't rebuild it, they write it off. $400 million in losses. Merck? Vaccine production stopped for months. Critical medicines unavailable. They lose $670 million. Across the world, company after company counts their losses. Reckitt Benckiser? $130 million. Mondelez? $100 million. Saint-Gobain? $400 million. Nuance Communications? $92 million. Total global damage? $10 billion. The most destructive cyber attack in human history. And it was supposed to only hit Ukraine. The investigation was swift. NSA, CIA, FBI, Cyber Command. They followed the code, the servers, the fingerprints. Result? Russia. GRU. Sandworm. February 2018. The White House confirms it. So do the UK, Australia, Canada, New Zealand. The most destructive cyber attack in history. $10 billion in damage. Punishment? Statements. Condemnations. Silence. No sanctions that mattered. No retaliation. Because in cyberspace, no one bleeds. So no one pays. The hackers kept working. Sandworm kept attacking. Because online, there are no consequences. Ukraine rebuilt. Again. They survived. Because they've had practice. The warning. NotPetya used Eternal Blue, a stolen NSA exploit. Microsoft patched it 2 months early. Companies didn't update. Too busy, too inconvenient. That delay cost $10 billion. And today, right now, your network still has open doors, unpatched systems, waiting. Russia has weapons. China does. North Korea, Iran, criminal groups. They all hunt the same thing: negligence. One machine falls, everything follows. Maersk learned, FedEx learned, Merck learned. Russia learned too. You can cripple the world and walk away. Which means they'll do it again, and again, and again. Update your systems. Patch your software. Now. Because the next notpetya, it could already be inside your network. This is Unpatched. We expose the threats before they erase what you've built. Subscribe, because the next cyber weapon is already under construction. And $10 billion? That was just the opening act.